let's talk about how I became gay. When I was 10, my parents decided to put me in private Catholic school because apparently I was slacking, which at the time, I didn't even know school was important. I kind of just hated it, and I hated everyone. I was the weird kid, and unfortunately, even before Catholic middle school, I was bullied a lot. In middle school, halfway through middle school for me, I went through private Catholic middle school. That was a pain in the ass. I myself was agnostic. They did not like that I was agnostic. Even though, you know, I was Catholic and I was a confirmed Catholic. I'm bleeding now. Why am I bleeding? But, holy shit, I'm bleeding a lot. What the hell happened? What did I do? Why the fuck are you bleeding? Maybe this is God's way of punishing me. Maybe it's because I'm talking about my coming out story. He's like, oh shit, we can't have this. Make him distracted. His ADHD will kick in. And it's like, for most of my middle school life, I obviously was religious. I'm a confirmed Catholic. People were a bit, homophobic. Then I moved on to a private Catholic all-guys high school. It was kind of a pain in the ass. They were a bit stickler about, like, uniforms and, like, shaving and not having your hair go below the collar of your shirt. You had to wear, basically, business casual clothing and a suit coat. I was constantly surrounded by guys. I remember during my freshman year, I kind of just, like, hit on a girl that I thought was cute, and that was it. And then it got nowhere, and it's like, okay, you know what? Why am I even, like, bothering? Why do I care? I just want to play Halo. And that's what I did. I just kind of did schoolwork, hung out with friends, went home, played video games, worked on YouTube, did whatever, and just, I didn't really have the intention of having a girlfriend or going out or, you know, being in a relationship. So I just came to the conclusion that I was asexual. I didn't know at the time what that meant because that's not how I was feeling. It was more so that I was feeling aromantic, where I just wasn't really attracted to anyone in general. Fast forward past high school, still under the impression that I'm asexual, really just aromantic, not really attracted to anyone because at the time, no one was attracted to me. I don't know if it's a push and pull thing or if it's really just my interest. I didn't even know if I was looking around the right way. Point being, it all kind of started when I met this guy online. You know this is going to end poorly, but surprisingly, it doesn't. The first person that I was ever interested in, who actually kind of taught me that I was gay, is the one, I guess, ex-boyfriend that, like, I'm on good terms with. Out of all of them, it's the one that ended properly. So, and we're still on good terms. He's a good friend of mine. At the time, he had found me through, you know, collabs that I did on YouTube, subscribed, we talked a bit, and I was like confused. I'm like, wait a minute, is this about me? I mean, he is a sweetheart. He's really sweet. I kind of like, so like, when I realized that Terry had a crush on me, I just genuinely like thought, I'm like, am I gay? Are people gonna like me if I'm gay? Is my grandmother gonna like me if I'm gay? Do I like guys? I do like Dick, though. He is pretty cute. And that's when I realized I was gay. No joke. As soon as I questioned the whole, like, you know, Dick part, yeah. After that, when Terry, you know, had a crush on me, I kind of just realized, you know what? I am gay. And at the time, I didn't know how not really accepting people were of it. And I didn't know that. I was just very, like, all about it. Like, whenever someone asks, like, do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, no, I'm gay. I just was, like, straightforward and honest, and people were like, what? But it got to a point where I was worried to tell my parents and then my grandmother. My grandmother is the last person, or at least last close family member, I told that I was gay. It got to a point where I think it was during Christmas break. I was out at the mall with my mom. So we were in the mall. I take off my hoodie and I tie it around my waist. And she was like, Ben, no, don't do that. I'm like, why? What's wrong with that? And she's like, that's what the gays do. Like, the gay, it's kind of flamboyant. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I'm gay. And she was like, no, you aren't. I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, we'll talk about this later. And I just kept going on. She was just kind of shell-shocked of like, what? He told me this now? As we're entering the mall? That's literally how it happened. And then we talked later, and, you know, she's like, you know, I just want you to be happy. I might not get the whole gay thing, because obviously she's married to my dad. Or is my mom gay? I don't know. My mom's been called gay a lot. Damn it, Call of Duty kid who beat me in COD got me. It was just, she was just accepting of it. She just wanted me to be happy. And I can get behind that. You don't have to understand it fully. All it is like, you just want people to be happy. And that's what I appreciate about my mom. My dad, I never really told him. I think he just knew. Didn't really care. Didn't really ask. Still doesn't really care. But it got to a point where I had to tell my grandmother. And this was after my breakup with technically my boyfriend after Vernal Equinox. But my grandmother, she can read me like a book. I love my grandmother with my heart and soul. I can talk to her about just about anything. But one of the things, even from the time of me realizing I was gay till then, was I was worried about telling my grandmother I was gay, because I know she's very old school. She's not conservative. Like, she doesn't understand things that are happening now. She just learned what dabbing is. It's not that she isn't accepting, it's just that she's new and she's starting to learn things and she's enjoying it. I didn't realize she was enjoying learning new things. Like, I had a conversation with her because she was wondering like how people transitioning worked or why they didn't, and I explained it to her and she's like, that is the sweetest thing. I might not get it fully, but goddamn, if people can do that and be happy, then let them do it. And I'm like, Graham, I love you. You are literally the best thing to happen to me. It got to a point where I was just sitting here at this desk, literally, doing my thing. You know, my Graham asked me, hey, do you want to go out to lunch? This was, I think, March 2019 or so. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not really feeling it right now, Graham. She's like, okay. She got out a chair, she sat down, she's like, talk to me. What's going on? Because she knew obviously something was bothering me, because I usually love going out to lunch with her. I think she already knew that I was gay, honestly. She was like, so is this guy someone you're interested in? Like, just kind of straight to the point. And I'm like, and this was, I started crying at the time, and she just gave me a big hug, and she's like, hun, I'm not mad at you or anything. You are still my grandson, no matter who you are. And that made me so happy to hear. God fucking damn. She literally said that. She's like, you can be gay, you can be straight, you can be transitioning. I'm not sure what that is. But she's like, you can be whatever you want, but you will always be my grandson, and I will always love you. And I'm like, Graham, you are the best thing ever. I will happily take you out to lunch. And she's like, no, I'm paying. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, out of all my family members, she's the most like curious and supportive about it. It's really great because she's like, whenever I mention a guy, she's always like curiously interested. And here's the thing, it's not like an awkward sort of thing where it's like any guy friend that I might have, that I might be going out, that I'm not going out with, she just knows the people. When I mention a guy, she's immediately just like, let's see him. Who is he? How is he? What does he do? And she's just curious about it. With my parents, it's a bit weird. It's on the other end of it, where whenever I bring a friend over, they immediately think that it is someone I'm interested in. And then they were like, so is he? I'm like, well, he is, but like, I'm not, you know, well, he can stay over. He just has to sleep on the couch downstairs, because they thought like, you know, oh, if he sleeps in your room, you know, it'll be, oh, you know. And it's like, Mom, any guy that I bring over, I'm not like immediately interested in. You know, are you sure you're not? You're not in? I'm like, oh yeah, there was also another fun thing. My sister basically outed me to one of my family members that I was just gay. Winter break of last year, and my aunt, she's like literally a sweetheart. I love her so much. So she came over with her daughter to say hi for Christmas. Come downstairs, I'm like, hi, Aunt Sabrina, and hi, Mom, and hi, sister. And my sister, she just literally says, oh, he's gay now. Just out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, yes, I am. She's like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, that's about it. And then it was awkward. And then it was awkward after that. First off, my mom wasn't happy because she was there. I look over at her and she's just pissed off. Like, at some point they were gonna know. Whether I brought a guy over, whether I kissed my boyfriend on the lips in front of them, in front of their kids, you know, whatever. They were gonna figure that out eventually. I kind of lucked out, and I think that story is just sort of a very lighthearted thing to just keep in mind. Like, I know not everyone's family can be like it, and I know definitely you might not pull what I did at the mall that day of being like, oh, well, good thing I'm gay. To my mom, like, what? She's like, was it the fraternity? I'm like, no. She's like, we'll talk about this later. I will never not enjoy that sort of coming out story, because this is exactly how it happened, and I don't think there's any other story that I've heard that really tops that. And then a year literally after me coming out, I became a furry, and that was cool, and that was even more complicated to explain to my parents than me being gay. That's really weird. Has anyone had that? Like, explaining the furry thing is harder than explaining you being, you know, gay or anything. It's not even like coming out as a furry. I just told my parents I'm going to a convention, and they're like, are you gonna wear one of those fucking costumes? I'm like, no, I don't have that money. Also, sure. Also, guys, it's not coming out as being a furry. I don't know why it was harder to, like, talk about the furry thing with my parents than it was being gay. I don't get it. And that's about it. I think it's weird because they more so cared about me being a furry or doing the furry stuff than me being gay. I'm a bit confused about that. Maybe it's just the social stigma that came with it at the time compared to, you know, being gay. I'm still bleeding. My family's weird. They're so chill about the gay thing, but they don't care about that. They're not really chill about the furry thing, yet I can explain that so perfectly to them. I don't get that. I'm confused. I'm still never gonna get over that story though. That's so good. That's why I was so worried about like telling her I was gay, you know, coming out, because like I just didn't want to hurt her. I just weighed I just weighed it out. I'm like, do I want her to live a good life or do I want her to be stressed constant sort of thing? Because I didn't know if she was open about it or not. But like she was, and she's so chill. And I'm bringing her to a furry convention one day. Damn it, she's going to a convention, and if she doesn't like it, I'm just gonna take her out to dinner, and that'll be fantastic. Hello, how are you? Happy birthday, Graham. You're welcome on the stream. Hello. We were just playing video games because that is my job now. How are you doing?
Okay, good. I'm gonna get going.
You're going?
Yeah.
We didn't do cake yet?
We did.
Damn it. This is what I get for working.
Well, that's it. That's it. There's plenty left.
Are you available this week? Do you want to go out for lunch or something?
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Easy. Wait, it's Monday. I just realized.
Yeah, it is Monday. The 9th.
Still, let me give you another hug. It's your birthday. You're all good. Just me. Don't worry. It's just me, myself, and I. What are you turning today? 80? 90?
Oh, but who the heck is that?
It's Adam Sandler.
No, it's not.
It is absolutely Adam Sandler. See? Look at his face.
Yeah, it is.
It is Adam Sandler.
Where the heck you get that picture?
Redbubble. It was an impulsive buy. I saw it and was like, I need this in my life.
Oh, okay.
So instead of, you know, having, you know, the cross or Jesus up there, you know, I have Adam Sandler. So he watches over me at night.
Oh.
Keeps intruders from coming in. Yeah.
That's cute.
Thank you. Adam Sandler is pretty cute.
Yeah, it is.
I love you, Graham.
Yeah, you got.
I know. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
I'll see you Wednesday
This
or
week.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not
give
doing
you. Yeah, well, I'll text you. I know you want to text me back.
I will text you back.
Okay.
I will text you back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Love you, honey.
Love you, Graham.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Also, I'm a furry. Just thought she'd know, just in case she didn't know. I guess you did come in at a good time, Cass. That was my grandmother. Adam O'Hare keeps the demons away. Absolutely. See? I don't... Oh, God. That's 2 rapes. That's more than 1 rape.